SolidWorks has a long list of materials that can be selected from in the material library. These materials come with properties and appearances and other information that help call out any critical data that needs to come along with those material properties. Today, we're going to look at how to change materials in SolidWorks. The first method for changing materials in SolidWorks is through our material selection in our FeatureManager tree. We can simply come here and right-click and jump into Edit Material to select any materials. This is a global selection when done in our material at the top level. You notice I have two bodies in my solid bodies folder. I can come in here and set my materials separately. So that way it's not just one material being applied globally as it is when we see it in the selection in the top of the feature tree. For today, let's just make everything the same material. So simply right-clicking on the material selection, I can select Edit Material. This allows me to search for any material I want quickly and select it to apply it. I can do a double click or I can select the material and click OK. Another method we can do is by going through our favorites. Simply by right-clicking, we have favorites, perhaps materials that we use more often than others. We can manage these favorites by coming into our material library and adding any favorites that we might have, and even reorganizing them so that some items appear higher than others. Another way to apply a material is through our menu at the top by going to Menu, Appearance, Material. This will, again, apply this to the top level, as you notice here. However, if you have something selected in the solid bodies folder and you come to that same selection, notice the change is made to just that solid body that was selected. We can also change appearances in a assembly. To do this, we would go through our feature tree and right-click on the material selection for the part to change it to a different material. One thing to note is that we are not able to change material for things in a solid bodies folder. And again, we can go to the edit, appearances, and material selection here, but in an assembly, you must have something pre-selected in order for this to appear as a selection that is enabled. Thanks for joining us, and tune in next time for more information on how you can work with your SOLIDWORKS data more efficiently.